Street Fighter 6 has a crack problem. I don't think it's that deep, but there's a cracked version of Street Fighter 6 that everybody's playing. I mean, especially after you announced the 2 million prize pool for CPT 2023. You should have expected that a lot of people are going to be downloading the cracked version. And after what happened with Street Fighter 5, releasing a beta on PC, you should have expected someone's going to attempt to crack it, and they're going to crack it eventually. Now, why do I say it's not that deep? Now, I feel like the cracked version, let's start here, it's wrong. There's no two ways about it. You cannot justify it. I've heard the silliest things about people saying that playing a random dude playing the cracked version is not cheating and the pro player is cheating. Like, what the fuck? They're both wrong. Doesn't matter how you put it. Now, why do I feel like it's not that deep? Because I feel the cracked version does not give I heavily disagree that it gives them a massive advantage. I would agree it gives an advantage, but not a massive advantage. Why? I've seen people pro players lose because of one patch. I'll give you a prime example. Fujimura, after they nerfed Ibuki, he was basically done. Stop winning tournaments, stop top 8, he switched from Akuma to Chun-Li to Cammy to Luke. Even with Luke, didn't qualify for Capcom Cup. But I believe that with Ibuki, well, it might have been a different story. In any case, because of that, and the fact that there's still 11 or 10 characters, that those are matchups that no one knows currently. So if a cracked guy goes against one of those characters, he'll essentially be like a day one legal player, if that makes sense. Now let's go deep into what Momochi just said, because there's a lot to unpack here. A lot of people got ticked off about this, but I think they're reading this wrong. So this is what Momochi said. I feel like those playing the cracked version should be permanently banned. Capcom is being too soft. Certain overseas players have even shown the crack on stream or tweeted it out. Okay, the overseas players part might have got ticked a lot of people off. I've heard people say, yeah, but Japanese players have been getting the game, you're getting early access to games, years before, coming up with tech and so forth, and then winning tournaments. That is an argument, but not in this case. And why do I say that? Is because that was legally, and the cracked version is illegal. You can't really make the two the same. I agree that this statement shouldn't have came from Momochi. Honestly, I think this statement should have came from someone else besides the Japanese player, because of the early access they've been getting. However, as I stated before, you can't make the two one. They were getting it legally, and the cracked version is illegal. It's not intended for players to be playing outside of the beta. Now, I think there's a solution to this, and I've alluded to this. Now, the fact that I think that Capcom should make drastic changes to the characters before release. So upon release, the characters should operate a bit differently. Certain combos that should not work. We've already seen with Luke and Ryu that there are some changes. From when I was playing the Street Fighter 6 demo, forward fierce doesn't seem to be plus. Luke's forward fierce doesn't seem to be plus anymore. However, the target combo can now be special cancelled, which allows for new combo opportunities. Ryu's crouch heavy doesn't from drive rush seems to not linked in from drive rush into stand medium kick crouch heavy doesn't seem to link anymore. Well, in certain situations. So certain combo routes don't work. Players are gonna find something else. That is guaranteed. However, I think those changes are minor. There should be more drastic changes. There should be more drastic changes to just shut this thing of getting advantage from playing the cracked version. I do believe that people will get used to drive rush a lot more or crack players will get used to doing drive rush from certain situation a lot, But now since the demo came out, I think everybody's gonna be on the same playing field as crack players. You know, in terms of the mechanics of the game. That's what I'm saying. In terms of the mechanics of the game. But that's just my opinion. I've seen we had this debate in our WhatsApp group. One of our mates was suggesting to ban the characters that were using the cracked version for the first few months, in tournament. I also disagree with that. I heavily disagree with that. I cannot spend 2K just for Capcom to tell me I cannot use this character in tournament for the first few months. You can't do that to players, and you're punishing players that didn't play the cracked version. But that's just my opinion, guys. You let me know in the comments below. I really don't see it as I